Hi, my name is MATHESHWARAN. I enrolled in a Pinnacle 2-year integrated program. I came to know about FIJI through a friend of mine. I entered through a Big Bang Edge test. I got a scholarship of 75% in fees. So FIJI has three types: classroom package or weekend batch or integrated program. The reason I chose integrated was because the other two programs I felt like I wouldn't have time to study, and most of the time would just by attending the classes. And integrated program, the studying will get over within the school hours, and after coming home I can revise what I could not understand. So that was one benefit I found of integrated program. And the reason I chose FIJI was because it produced a large number of good ranks.
Hi, I'm Sendil Kumar. I'm MATHESHWARAN father. I came to know about FIJI through one of my friend whose son already has enrolled in FIJI and they got IIT admission. With that, we came to know about FIJI, and through Big Bang exam, we have registered and we have got admission in that FIJI with 75% scholarship.
Even when I was young, I had this interest in science, and I was even more interested in mathematics. That's why I chose engineering over NEET. So 10th I found it overall easy, but then when I came to 11th in FIJI, I found it somewhat shockingly difficult. I couldn't cope up at all, but over the course of next few months through hard work, I was able to do the second half of 11th and 12th with a much higher performance of how I did previously, and this motivated me to perform better. Chapter-wise tests in FIJI was equally spaced to give ample time for us to prepare for the respective chapters, and the tests were kept in such a level that it not only improved my understanding of the basics, it also improved my thinking ability, which was really important when it came to JEE preparation. So Glorifier is an app which contains tests and assessment, and the mock tests provided by Glorifier and previous papers, the user interface of this app was very similar to that of mains and advanced. So this made me somewhat used to how the actual exam was going to be, and the test analysis features in the Glorifier app was really useful. Since the solutions were clear, I didn't have to waste much time asking others. I could understand from what it was given there.
Parent teachers meeting மாதேஸ்வரனை பற்றி அவங்க வெரி பர்ஃபெக்டாக இருக்கார் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. கிளாஸ்லேயும் அவங்க டீச்சர்ஸ் என்ன எதிர்பார்க்குறாங்களோ அந்த அளவுக்கு இவரை ட்ரெயின் பண்ணதும் அவங்க தான். அதனால் இவர்கிட்ட நாங்கள் விசாரிக்கும் போதும் அவங்க FIJI டீச்சர்ஸ் ரொம்ப ஒத்துழைப்பு நல்லா கொடுக்குறாங்க. எந்த டைம் எந்த கொஸ்டின்ஸு டவுட் இருந்தாலும் உடனே கிளாரிஃபை பண்ணுறாங்க அப்படின்னுட்டுன்னு இவரும் சொல்லுவார். அவங்க டீச்சர்ஸ் ஒரு முறையும் மாதேஷ் நல்ல ஒர்க் பண்ணுறாரு, இன்னும் கூட மெயின்ஸில் அட்வான்ஸ்லலாம் நல்ல ஸ்கோர் எடுக்கிறதுக்கான வாய்ப்பு இருக்குதுன்னுட்டுன்னு அப்போவே சொல்லுவாங்க. இந்த எண்டில் அதை அவங்களுடைய ஒத்துழைப்புனால இவர் இந்த அட்வான்ஸ்லேயே நல்ல மார்க் எடுத்திருக்கார். இதுக்கான மொத்த கிரெடிட்டும் அவங்க டீச்சர்ஸ்க்கு தான் சேருங்கிறது எங்களுடைய அபிப்பிராயம்.
We have entered through Adayar FIJI Center. The staffs in that Adayar FIJI Center was very, very cooperative with respect to that our registration and that fees the structures and how that fees has to be paid, and with respect to the tab, how the tab has to be purchased either through FIJI or through outside, and what are the tab related issues whatever we have raised, and how the tabs has been used. So all these things we have been whenever we have raised the queries and we have some doubts, we are very easy to call them. They are very kind and they are very supportive to address the issues as and when, so that it will be very easy for us to move without any hassles.
The teachers were very encouraging towards us clearing our doubts. Most of the times, if we had a doubt in an entire concept, they would stay back even after school hours, school ended, just to clarify them. Not only did they teach us the lessons and cleared our doubts, they also motivated us frequently towards our final goals when we were at downs. That was really helpful towards this journey. So one thing for me is I didn't do test analysis as properly as I should have done. This was because it was difficult for me to face my mistakes and accept that I have done this wrong and learn from it. Instead, I used to just scroll through that or just go through the solutions randomly. This was one thing that was difficult for me to overcome, but I did overcome this somewhat in the later half of 11th. I realized that test analysis need to be done properly at the later half of my 11th standard. My advice is please don't ignore test analysis and do them properly. This will definitely increase your performance. Maybe you could not see it in the short run, but in the long run it will definitely be helpful. It's not possible for someone to get rid of their distractions completely, but it is definitely possible to minimize it to a large extent. To me, I was really competitive when it came to marks. So the thought that someone might be studying and they might overtake me, this made me keep the phone away or like set aside the thing and go back to studying. When I was preparing for JEE, my average day would start somewhere between 5 and 5:30, and I used to study until 6:45 or something, and then I'd get ready for school. 8 to 4 I had my classes, and then 4 to 5 I would sleep through my van. I came home by somewhat around like 5. I started studying at around 5:10 or 5:15. Though I did not study for 6-7 hours every day, I knew I'd take breaks in between the 5 to 10 gap. So this helped me maximize the time which I had at my home for studies. So basically what I did was I started early and I slept early so I could wake up early, and this was my everyday plan. And what I studied after I came home was I would just study for the upcoming chapters. So if any backlog was there, I would try to clear it when I find some other gaps rather than using the time I have at home. This improved my efficiency when it came to covering the chapters.
Yeah, MATHESHWARAN was school first in 10th standard, but when it come to PG, that 11th standard, definitely there is a lot of difference was there. So that too, that will come to the PG, they will be giving lot of assignments and a long travel, almost 45 minutes to 1 hour travel. So he was a bit tired and he will not be equipped to do that. And second thing is that based on that previous exams marks, he will be getting little bit demotivated. So as a top rank holder, whatever the marks he got, that he felt himself is bit he would have done better. So we will be encouraging him on a regular basis, and we will be discussing with the PG faculties that how much he is getting now, whether it is capable of making him to done well in that advanced or mains exam. So they will be regularly motivating us, and they will have motivating us, and we will be motivating MATHESHWARAN. Definitely this will be a right path. You slowly do well, so that definitely the success will be on your feet.
ஃபிட்ஜியில் படிக்கிற ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாருமே நல்ல ரேங்க் ஹோல்டர்ஸ் தான் இருப்பாங்க. ஒரு டெஸ்ட்டில் ஒருத்தர் அதிகமாக இருப்பாங்க, ஒரு டெஸ்ட்டில் ஒருத்தர் குறைவாக இருப்பாங்க. இவரும் மாத்தேஸ்வரனுமே ஒரு டெஸ்ட்டில் குறைவாக எடுத்துகிட்டு ரொம்ப ஃபீல் பண்ணுவார். அந்த மாதிரியான சுச்சுவேஷன்ஸ்லாம் நாங்கள் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணுவோம். இது இயல்பாக நடக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு விஷயந்தான் அப்படின்னுட்டுன்னு. அதே மாதிரி அவங்க ஸ்கூல் டீச்சர்ஸும் ஃபிட்ஜி டீச்சர்ஸும் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணுவாங்க. அதெல்லாம் அவர் மனசில் எடுத்துக்கிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் ஃபோக்கஸ்டாக படிக்க ஆரம்பித்தார். அதுக்கப்புறம் அந்த மாதிரியான ஸ்ட்ரகிள்ஸ் இருந்தது. அதை அவர் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணிவிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் அவர் ஃபோக்கஸ்டாக ஸ்ட்ரெச்சாக படித்தார். இன்னொன்று அந்த ஃபிட்ஜில் வைக்கிற எல்லா டெஸ்ட்டுமே அவர் அட்டன் பண்ணுவார். ஒரு டெஸ்ட்டு கூட ஸ்கிப் பண்ண மாட்டார். அது இவருடைய பெரிய ப்ளஸ் பாயிண்ட்டு. நாங்களும் அதை கேட்டுக்கிட்டே இருப்போம். அவங்க அதுக்கு என்ன டெஸ்ட்டு வருதுங்கிறது பேரண்ட்ஸுக்கும் இன்டிமேட் பண்ணுவாங்க மொபைல் ஃபோனில். நாங்களும் அதை வந்து இவர்கிட்ட நாங்கள் விசாரிச்சிட்ருப்போம். இவர் எந்த டெஸ்ட்டும் வந்து டெஸ்ட்டுலலாம் ஒரு சில டைம் குறைவாக கூட மார்க் வந்தாலுமே அந்த டெஸ்ட் எழுதுறது அவர் வந்து நிறுத்தலை. ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸுங்களும் கொஞ்சம் அவருக்கு வந்து கோஆப்ரேட்டிவாக இருந்தாங்க. இவங்க டவுட்ஸ் எல்லாம் அடிக்கடி இவங்க ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸும் கூடவும் கிளியர் பண்ணிக்குவாங்க, டீச்சர்ஸ் கூடவும் கிளியர் பண்ணிக்குவாங்க. எந்த ஒரு டெஸ்ட்டில் வந்து அவர் குறைவாக எந்த இடத்துல தப்பு பண்ணாரோ அதை வந்து உடனடியாக அதுக்கான சொல்யூஷன்ஸ் எல்லாம் அவங்க வந்து அன்றைக்கே கொடுத்துருவாங்க. அன்றைக்கி டெஸ்ட் வைக்கிறாங்கன்னா அன்றைக்கே அதனுடைய சொல்யூஷன்ஸ் கொடுத்துருவாங்க, டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணிவிடுவாங்க, டீச்சர்ஸ் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணிவிடுவாங்க. ஸோ அன்றைக்கே அவங்களுக்கு அந்த போர்ஷன் வந்து அவங்க வந்து ரொம்ப வெரி கிளியராக அந்த சப்ஜெக்டில் இருப்பாங்க. ஸோ இவங்க பேசிக்காகவே இவங்க கொஞ்சம் ஸ்மார்ட்டாக இருக்கிறதுனால அவங்க சொல்கிறத கருத்துக்களை உள்வாங்கிட்டு இவங்களால வந்து ப்ரொசீட் பண்ணி இந்த அளவுக்கு அவங்க அச்சீவ் பண்ணுறதுக்கு பிட்ஜி டீச்சர்ஸும் எங்களுக்கு வந்து உறுதுணையாக இருந்தாங்கன்னு தான் சொல்லணும்.
So I personally know people who have been enrolled for 6 years who got more than me and some who got less than me. Similarly, I can say for 4 years. So it does not quite depend on when you enroll. It just depends on after you do it, just put your full effort into it. So one thing I would like to say is it's never too late to start working and it's always too early to give up. One advice I'd like to give to the juniors is to pick your friends wisely, because I know people who I feel could have done better had they not been hanging out with that some person. And I personally felt my development, which was from the later half of 11th, was because of the friend group I had recently been talking to that time. This was one thing that's not related to studies but can really impact your performance in JEE. I would like to thank my parents, teachers and my friends, and most importantly I would like to thank myself, because self-confidence is really important. Because once you lose your will to study, no matter how much effort you put, it won't show up as you intended. All the best to the future aspirants.